Subtitles. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we'll share a tale of disguise and surprise, with Jenny and John's love as the focus of a weapons deal. She misses on purpose to avoid John's suspicion, but John, sharp-eyed, volunteers to play. She hits the target perfectly, leaving John in total shock. Jenny's competitive spirit is unleashed in an instant while she's flexing her muscles. Jenny has John pay and then wraps up the game in 5 seconds, wearing a smug grin. John's curiosity skyrockets. Where'd you learn those design skills? Jenny tries to brush it off as luck, but it doesn't convince him. 6 years fly by, but their marriage can't escape the 7-year itch, living together like two parallel fish. Once a sweet couple, they now need an invisible barrier while sleeping, and their sweet nothings have turned into jabs about home decor. They are always bickering over whose home decor is worse, and roasting each other's looks, especially John's relentless critiques of Jenny's cooking. He can't stand the daily gourmet meals, so he asks Jenny to pass the word of honor, and she quipped, "It's right in the middle of the table." Finally, he rises unwillingly to fetch the bottle of disappointment, adding extra force to cut the beef. He tries to express his pent-up frustration to his wife, but Jenny is unmoved, so he takes it out on the dishes while washing them. After catching a glimpse of Jenny's gaze, he decides to chalk this slip-up to daydreaming. John is an architect, while Jenny is a lawyer. They are both so busy with their jobs that they barely check in with each other. Meanwhile, John secretly builds a weapon depot in the basement. He regularly checks the weapons to ensure everything goes smoothly during missions. John enjoys handling the tasks assigned by the organization Solar. He sneaks into the target's room, claiming he's there to play cards, but the 3 guys aren't having any of this outsider nonsense. When he pulls out cash, they change minds and lets him join. John pretends to lose all to stir gambler's greed. When the time is right, he whips out a gun and quietly takes care of everyone. Meanwhile, Jenny transforms the kitchen at home into a stunning masterpiece. She's even crazier than John, dressing up as the target's call girl, tying her up, and then going for it from behind. By the time the henchmen notice, Jenny has everything set up, making a luxurious leap down to the first floor in record. She just catches a cab in time, as they had agreed to head to the neighbor's party at 7 p.m. perfectly timed. At the party, they act indifferent because they really don't want to be there. Suddenly, a mother hands her kid over to Jenny. Subtitles. John witnesses this scene and chuckles inwardly. Haha. What an unexpected surprise. The following day, John receives a new mission to deal with a guy who is closely guarded by helicopters. John must take care of this guy before he safely arrives, and it's urgent. Coincidentally, Jenny receives a similar bounty too. She's been set up on Beijing Boulevard for a while now, with explosives cleverly hidden, just waiting for her prey. Unfortunately, an uninvited guest stumbles in, hitting the detonator and totally messing up Jenny's plans. Little does she know, this guest is her husband John, who's actually trying to help her out. The monitor reveals that John is a civilian, giving Jenny a sigh of relief. But when John suddenly lifts a rocket launcher, she realizes things just got serious. Without hesitation, Jenny fires, but John's wearing a bulletproof vest. Injured, she quickly locks onto the source of damage. She aims the rocket launcher and fires, but it's not easy. Jenny's landmines trip her up, sending her crashing down. The tank narrowly escapes, and Jenny leaves no chance for John to retaliate, as she's eager to find out who this troublemaker is. After a failed mission, she gets a good scolding from the military, who warns her to catch the target within 48 hours. John's situation isn't great either. Using remnants of the computer left behind, he calls a friend to help uncover the truth. Arriving at the destination and seeing the name on the card, John's worldview shatters. Turns out the CEO name is his wife's. Meanwhile, Jenny analyzes the footage and finally realizes that the trade ghost is indeed John. Talk about a plot twist. They arrange to meet at 7 p.m. for dinner, but don't think it's a romantic candlelight dinner. It's actually an identity showdown, a red door banquet. As John steps through the door, Jenny is still waiting with a bottle of wine. John struggles to believe that his poised wife could be the one who attacked him. Spotting the gasoline on the table, he has a nagging suspicion. Thinking that Jenny might have drugged his drink, he pours it into a flower pot. While Jenny goes to the kitchen, he stealthily hides a small knife and asks her about work, but she answers vaguely, "I have some issues with the collaboration." "Oh, really?" "That collaboration actually went pretty well. I hope everything goes well, but this isn't over yet." Both know what's up, but neither wants to spill the beans. Tension fills the room. John asks for their promises, only to find the vows right in front of him. Surprise. Why does yesterday's beef taste so different from today's? Jenny is testing him under the table, so John decides to stop hiding, spilling the wine to reveal his slip. Both realize that the mood has shifted to a tight tension as they quietly exit the dining room, with John grabbing his gun and preparing for battle. Jenny doesn't want to fight. She tries to explain, but accidentally fires, missing Jenny and shattering his confidence. She wonders, does John not love me anymore? Thus, the couple that loved each other for 6 years goes their separate ways. John, having just gone through a breakup, confides in a friend who's had a similar experience. His friend tells him that women aren't to be trusted, especially assassin wives' trust has crumbled completely. Subtitle: His friend lives with his mother, relying solely on her, while Jenny turns into John's greatest doubt. Jenny's henchmen keep whispering allusions into his ears, silently watching everything unfold.